I'll invite. Yeah, never
Okay,
mind. Thank
guys,
you.
welcome to the Eldora Speedway here for the race for the Misfitz Racing League Misfitz 150 here at Eldora for the Dirt Derby. Okay, I think I got everybody muted now, finally, because apparently I didn't have everybody quite muted, but there we go. And man, I am definitely ready for this. Not at all, but yeah. Whew. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuning in though. For the Dirt Derby here, we're going for 150 laps as the green flag will be coming out here with Chevy on the pole, it looks like. Yep, Chevy on the pole. Second, Bob Goes Heels. Third, Lions, and that will round out your top three. Fourth, J-Prev. Fifth will be Novice Squid. So that is your top five running order, or, well, top five starting order. Not necessarily going to end up the running order for long, as the dirt track does tend to have some differences in how it races compared to an average race. Though they seem to be running fairly slow. I don't know if they actually did go green yet. Maybe they haven't. They're just it just looks a bit slow and fairly organized, which is not how I would normally describe our races. Organized would not be the first word, at least, I would use to describe the races. Thank you, though, for everybody that's tuning in here for the Eldora Dirt Derby here. We got 4 people in watching. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuning in. We got Chevy. Let's go beyond novice. Then 6th place starter we had JP. Then we had Brady in the number 12, starting 7th. 8th we have the SDP machine of D-Prev. We had Blitzkrieg and then the number 70, Hulk, and then Anchor rounds out your field for tonight's race. Hey Joe, how's it going? Yeah, so right now though, I don't know what it is about it. It just looks. I mean, this is one of the. I don't usually watch a whole lot of these dirt races, but the trucks here just feel a lot slower. I mean, I get that their actual speed is probably a lot slower because of the dirt track, but I mean, I'm used to I've watched some late model races around here on the game, and those things are usually whipping pretty fast, it looks like, but these just feel so slow from pretty much all the camera angles I can see. Yeah, I know, I saw that, Joe. So we're going for 75 laps around here, and I just can't get over how just slowed down the cars, or the trucks look. I mean, I'm sure they're actually going fairly fast and probably going as fast as they think they can, but I just can't get over how slow they look here. But yeah. Hopefully everybody though is enjoying this one. We got Bob Goes Heels. Still got JB Big Dog's kind of looking around. A lot of the field though is single filed out already. Oh, as we got Hulk Holden around. Hulk Holden goes around, but it looks like we are going to stay green, though I'm going to have a very hard time telling the difference between a green flag and a yellow flag with the speeds. But right now, Chevy is absolutely trying to just blitz away from the field here on this one. We got Bob Goes Heels in the number 18. Still running second. We got side by side here between the 29 and the 70. I don't know if the 70's just up the field that far, or if the 29's falling back that far. Though they make some contact there against the inside wall. I just don't understand it. Like, I mean, I haven't watched a whole lot of trucks here, but just does not look like they've got any sort of pace beyond what a caution flag would have. Oh, as the 70 though gets that inside on the 29, tries to maybe pry the door open. We have the 18 clobbering the wall. He's gonna now get caught here by the third place driver, and gonna turn this into a battle for second. It looks like possibly as no, I think that's yeah, that's J-Prev that's actually running him down. So yeah, I just don't know what it is about about these trucks. They just don't feel like they're going like they're actually racing. It feels like they're still at caution pace. So I wasn't sure initially if they actually went on the start or if they or if they delayed it. But yeah, because the 04 still trying to run down the 18 after that 18 made the initial contact. Now it looks like the 29 did just slide back that far. That he's now battling with Blitz, who started a lot further back in the field. But Blitz has also done a pretty good job of getting up through the field as well, it looks like, at least. But yeah, right now, though, Chevy has an absolute clinic on the field right now, it looks like, at least. While guys like Lions are just trying to suffer through while being in the middle of the pack. I don't really think guys like Lions really care that much about this race, as none of these guys are really a threat to knock him out the playoffs. I think he's actually secured. I think he's actually already secured his spot in the next round. So, yeah, I guess he's just out here racing for the fun of it, of course. But as everybody is. But of course, you'd like to think that you're also able to be competitive, which I don't necessarily know if he's going to be throughout the course of the event. But here we go. 28 running around here, and that, oh, yep, they are under the caution flag here, so. Did not see what brought out the caution flag, don't know if they already got to their first stage break, but they are definitely under the yellow flag, so. I guess we'll see how this plays out then. Okay, so stage one, okay, there we go, so that was the end of stage one. I did not think the stages were going to be this quick here, to be honest. I guess dirt racing really is a sprint. Yeah, Chevy, though, in that first stage put on an absolute clinic in the dirt derby, so. But yeah, Chevy, Bob Goes Heels, J-Prev, Novice Squid, JP Big Dogs were the 5 guys who earned points in this stage. Here we go. Coming down through, going back to the green flag, and let's see. Chevy holds that inside, and it looks like he's going to clear. No, he will not actually be able to clear, but I think Chevy probably wants that inside line, and with how tight these trucks look and how stable they look, I wouldn't blame him for wanting that bottom, because the more stable on a track like this that has some banking but not a whole lot, the bottom is just going to be better, because you're, at least from the sounds of it, from what I heard, it sounds like in practice they were running flat out. So if you're running flat out around here, first off, I don't know how you're pulling that off. And then second off, you really want to just try and minimize the distance that you're running as well. So if you're able to run right around that inside wall the entire race, that will, of course, decrease the amount of distance you have to travel. And if you're running full throttle as well during that, then overall your times are probably going to be pretty quick. Yeah, Chevy is absolutely just putting on a clinic though so far. He's led every lap here. I don't know if Bob was able to squeak one away on one of the restarts, but yeah. Yeah, right now though, just kind of looking around, it's like, yeah, this is pretty much how the field is. Pole sitter just kind of, this is what we saw in the truck race here in real life in 2019 as well. Just kind of the leader was fairly untouchable most of the race. So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more challenge and yeah. Yeah, right now though, not a whole lot of side-by-side at all through the field. I mean, just kind of looking for anything side-by-side, and it just isn't there in the field. So, I mean, besides just kind of looking at this line for Chevy, I'm at a loss. I don't know what to say beyond that. I mean, yeah, right now though, Chevy has led from the drop of the green flag, led the one stage one. Lions trying to get back in his groove. Here we go. J Prev has caught the back bumper. It looks like for the most part of the 18, at least in comparison to how these guys usually run. I'd say that's pretty much caught the back bumper. So, yeah, in terms of dirt racing, that's pretty close to that back bumper because your next move is likely going to be a slide job on that inside, trying to get to that inside and just sliding it in there, though he doesn't drive it in deep there to try and throw the slider. Unlike how I would have thought that it would have worked out. But yeah, right now though we're just kind of watching J-Prev trying to stalk him down, but I don't really see a whole lot of battling throughout the field either. I mean, I'm trying to find something to show you guys that isn't just one guy chasing down another guy that may or may not ever get there. But yeah, as of right now though, that's just kind of the race we're in. I mean, that's just kind of the race we're in right now. It's going to be a track position race, it looks like. Which, I mean, I personally don't mind a track position race as long as there's just some competition value around. Like, sure, you need to be in the top 3 or 4. You aren't just going to pass everybody. But so far, we have yet to see, I don't think, a competitive pass for any sort of position, really. I think the only sort of competitive passes we've seen were when guys like Lions dropped through the field. They're literally the only competitive passes we've got. He looks faster, but he really isn't gaining all that much ground-wise. Like, just kind of looking at the gap. The gap between the cars really is not that much different. And actually, Novice is actually gaining on both these guys. Yeah, so right now, though, we've got... Yeah, it looks like Novice is actually going to run them both down, it looks like. Of course, the 04 just does not... I mean, the gap just has not changed at all between the 04 of J-Prev and the 18 of Bob. I mean, occasionally it'll go down a little bit, and then it'll stretch back up. Yeah, Novice definitely closing in, though he's going to have to go mistake-free, which I'd say is definitely doable, but he has been known to make a couple mistakes here and there, so he might have a little bit of trouble trying to get up to and complete the pass on J-Prev. Though there he goes, he gets to that bumper. That's the closest we've seen to someone actually trying to make a competitive pass inside the top 3. Let's see. Let's see what Novice is able to do here. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Caution's out. So that must have been the end of the stage 2 there. So the top 5 in that stage were Chevy, Bob, J-Prev, Novice, and then I'm assuming, oh, did Lions get all the way back up into this spot? Yeah, Lions actually got all the way up into 5th for that one. Yep, so Lions did manage to get up into this, into the top 5 there at the end of the stage. JP dropped back a bit. Blitzkrieg, Anchor, and Hulk Holden really not having the, yeah, not really having any sort of, or kind of just not having the days they're looking for right now. But I guess we're going to have to see, though, what they do in a longer run. Because, of course, now we get to see potentially working around lap traffic. Yeah, right now, though, we might have a competitive pass for the lead here. 18 really trying to ride around the outside of that 5 here on this restart. Oh, it looks like Novice is out. I don't know if it's Novice or Novice. I always say Novice, so I'm going to just go with that. But it looks like he is now, looks like he has had some sort of lag out issue. So despite being able to close in there, not going to be able to win this race. And let's see. Looks like Chevy was able to lead it at the line, though Bob really impressed him on that outside and able to actually make the competitive pass here for the race lead. Looks like Chevy's kind of lost a little bit of that pace here. I don't know if that's just him pacing himself out, but he was able to keep the entire field at bay. I don't know if everybody else is just making their cars gradually better and he just had the best preset choice early on, but yeah, he is absolutely falling through the field comparatively, and Bob Goes Heels now leads. Novice lagged out, so Novice will finish dead last in the 10-car field. I believe we had a 10-car field at least from the fact that we had 11 in the party and I'm in the party, so that's one less guy that's not gonna be in the race. Yeah, right now, though, Bob's kind of stretching it out. Lions as well, though. Oh, here we go. Chevy trying to fight his way back up, so maybe he was taking it easy early on. Oh, or he's just going to wreck here, and after winning both stages, he's dropped way back off the pace, so I don't know if that was a planned thing for him to drop back to try and not be super aggressive on trying to hold this lead, especially as there's a long way to go and that the yellow flag is likely to come out to help shift around some track position and whatnot. Though really the only reason you pit on this track, oh wait, did someone else fly out? Oh, I saw another car across the inside. Chevy has. Okay, so Chevy's thrown into the hat. Yeah, so Chevy's thrown in the towel for this one here at Eldora. Yeah, right now though, Lions versus Bob is gonna be a pretty good battle here. It looks like Though I think Bob's actually stretched it out throughout most of this run. J-Prev trying to find his footing, though JP Big Dog is right on his tail end, so maybe that could end up being a factor, but of course, in order for any of this to matter, someone would need to catch Bob Goes Heels, who has been up at the front for the most part. But yeah, this has been a fun race though so far. Yeah, it really has. No, this race has not been super great. But yeah, so everybody's passed post-race tech from the Flash earlier today. Not really sure how that works, but considering there was nothing left of any of those cars, but now we get to go racing here in the Misfitz Racing League, and this Eldora race has been, it's definitely different than the Flash was. Actually, it looks like JP Big Dog might be trying to make a pass here on the 04. So kind of the two league dominators here for the majority of the truck series, at least when they've both been at the track. It's been a fairly dominating show. Though J-Prev is actually relegated back in the 9th position because he did join midway through the season, though come playoff time, that stat there does not really matter all that much where you are running in regular season points. And J-Prev and JP Big Dogs, definitely two of the better guys, I'd say, at doing that. Yeah, here we go, though. We got an attempted pass for the lead, though. Bob Goes Heels maintains it, though, after the slide job attempt there from the number 29. But now the number 29 going on the outside, gonna get up there towards the wall. But here we go. Let's see. Are we gonna see another green flag pass to the lead? No, we are not gonna see the lead change at the line. Bob Goes Heels back clear out in front, and now the 29 is going to have to find another chance to get on the out, to get around him. Oh, whoa. Well, that's not going to be appreciated by anyone, and that will probably bring out the caution. That'll probably be enough to bring out the caution flag here in this one. I guess we'll have to see, but I feel like that would be enough to bring out the game caution, but does not appear like it has. Bob Goes Heels is starting to catch some lap traffic here, so we could start to see something starting to develop. But yeah, oh, and Lyons is throwing it in for the night. That's yet another guy who's kind of just decided to call it quits, which I assume is the way it went for him. So we've had one lag out and two guys just quit out the race early, just deciding to throw in the towel. So two guys. So we're down a significant portion of the field, but we still got enough here for a pretty good race. Though I don't think anyone's going to be able to really get to Bob Goes Heels just from the gap between him and the next truck for position. I believe the next truck for position is this battle here between JP Big Dogs and J-Prev, which isn't exactly the most close to Bob, and they're still battling for position with each other, so they aren't gonna just give each other the chance to gain the position. Though they're following pretty well around each other, actually. They aren't really rubbing doors or anything too much. Okay, so we've got 8 to go, so. Yeah, so we're right near the end, actually. So Bob Goes Heels is going to get this one is going to get the win. I did not think we were this close to the end of the race, but it does look like Bob, unless something happens to end his race here, it looks like Bob Goes Heels will probably be your race winner. So actually, it wasn't calling it too much early either. I mean, wow, this is going to be a really short race. I'm actually kind of surprised by the length of this one. Thank you though for everybody that's tuned in so far. We aren't even at the 25-minute mark, and we're within the final 10 laps of the race. Let's see. Is this going to be the last one though? Is this the last lap? I'm not really sure if it is or not, but it looks like Bob Goes Heels is going to be able to get that one, and I think that may have been it. It's so hard to tell the difference between it, but until we start to see other guys catching or not catching. But yes, Bob Goes Heels has won here in Eldora tonight, here in the middle of Ohio. So congratulations to Bob Goes Heels on winning this one. And we thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in here for this one. Sorry about the kind of short race, but hey, you know what? It was a pretty good race. Bob Goes Heels managed to get that one done. And we'll quickly go through the rest of the top 10 before we close it out. But since I just got the finishing results. So, Bob Goes Heels, JP Big Dogs, J Prev, Brady, Blitzkrieg, D Prev, Hulk Holden, Anchor, Lions, and then Chevy will round out your 10-car field. So, pretty good race overall, though, I'd say. I mean, a couple questionable incidents apparently with Bob, but I guess we'll have to see what comes of it. But thank you guys for everybody that tuned in tonight, and we will see you guys in the next video, stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. So thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!